the southern city part of the city is leveled. Colin yoinked a corpse and ran back to the potion shop where he was meeting up to get more info.
Helera aided and abetted me.
Is this
Colin
a crime?
committed a crime. Yeah, Colin committed a crime. As a 400-pound being or 300-pound being, you take the first step, and she winces, and she's like, "Okay, this isn't gonna work. Do you have like a quiet mode?"
Negative.
And you need to keep watch.
Wait.
Negative.
I do not have a quiet mode.
Do you want to take that stealth option?
like visibly sweating like oil or something.
Or I'll poke my head out and be like, is it the toaster again?
No, it is just me, Storgé.
Oh, fucking hell. And then I'll go back to bed. I'm sorry. Is this gonna be your blockbuster hit?
No, so as you take notes, Terrac notices it. It just goes, "Are you raging on the fact that I resurrected someone?"
I do the Matt Smith doctor thing where I'm like taking notes and I look up and I'm like, I just wave him to like keep going, and then I look up and I'm like, oh, you are all my blockbuster hit.
Terrac blushes a little.
Here,
yo, can we revisit the bar?
You the one they all explode.
No, we didn't explode it. The other group exploded.
Yeah. No, I was busy for
It is half exploded in some sort of weird dimensional collision thing.
Yeah. So you just
it's been weeks and they're like, we really don't know how to fix this.
We don't even know how this happened.
Hey, wait, before you leave, did you know a girl named Rosea?
You mean my sister?
Fucking hell.
What? How do you know Rosea?
Do you know where she went?
She took a trip.
Yeah, that checks. Okay. Have a nice day, Amelia.
How many steps do you guys need to do?
I look at Walker.
You just
Zyll looks at me. I look at Walker.
I look at Walker. Looks dead back at you, and he's like, "Oh, so now I'm important, huh? Just for a number, for a fuck. You guys couldn't even remember, could you? Huh?
Listen, a lot has happened in the past.
It's 2.
I'm being told. I put my hands up to my ear like I have an earpiece in. I'm being told it's 2.
The two of them pause, and they're like, "We can see him."
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not surprised that she wouldn't know that.
I just look abashed at Terrac.
Yeah, even the other members of the brigade are just kind of looking at you like, "Yo, you good?" The work genuinely pays no mind. Not even pays her.
Is Terrac orc racist?
Yes.
I thought you were alluding to something in our adventures, and we're gonna be like, you are back in the courthouse.
No. Oh, no. You're in the courthouse. You're actually in the staff that the statue is holding. And that same judge is there, and they just go, "Oh my
well, time for round 2.
You guys make it. It's pretty instantaneous, actually. It's still morning, so you guys make it into the castle.
As soon as we land from the teleportation, I'm like, "Is everyone all right?" And I hear everyone go,
"Land!"
No, I hear everyone go, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Dang it."
Yeah, Vera will also smack you on the back of the head this time as well. Or not? Yeah, Vera will also do that. Afterwards, Vera will actually turn and start conversing with the brigade. I feel like she's the kind of person that will become good friends with us. Yeah. So as you guys are kind of making out where you're at, you see that the room you're in is very much like a centerpiece room, but it's not occupied much, except for like a few of the royal guards. And they all just kind of see you teleport in. And they're just kind of like, huh.
Hi.
They all have their weapons pointed towards you and kind of like waiting to see what'll happen in the next few seconds.
You don't need those. We tamed the gold dragon. You don't have a shot.
They all kind of pause, dismissing your sentence there, and they're all on a heightened alert. And you see one in the back of the room near the exit slowly inch towards the exit.
Hey,
One of
Storg.
them will declare to you, "You halt, teleporters. State your name and business, or be will be held under arrest for trespassing sacred ground."
We are the WAD squad.
They look at you. One of them hesitates for a bit.
Terrac is thinking to himself, like, oh, what's the line Storgé always says? We are the WAD squad. I look over at Storgé for help, but he's still kind of like downtrodden, and I'm like, WAD standing for Wesley Ass Dog Squad. How can we help you?
One of them, you see all of them hold rank or hold position, except for one of them who slightly hesitates. And he's like the actual WAD squad.
The one and only.
And he just goes, so you're all the ones that were with the dragon.
Yeah. Is she over there? She's like best friends with that dragon. They're real close.
And Helera will do the Helera thing and be like, yeah, and that's the point where the interaction between Helera, Waku, and Matt happens, and everyone just kind of halts, and the guards go, okay, we're gonna go tell the authorities, but since that happened, we're just gonna assume whatever you're doing, you just gonna do it. So we're gonna leave the room.
And look around and I'm like, y'all get off scot-free all the time, apparently.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna leave. Okay, I feel like so at the end of this, Helera is straight up just holding the staff, like Tyr's staff. Yeah, so she just is holding Tyr's staff. And so the guards are just kind of like, okay, we feel like whatever it is y'all are doing, you're just gonna go do it. So you go ahead and do it.
You're very correct in that assumption.
We'll just let the officials know that you came by. Yeah. And they all just kind of sheathe their weapons, and they look at each other and just kind of walk to the exit.
Terrac clasps his hands. Well, I'm going to go see if those pirates ever made it back.
So I open this up. You are now in the city. Would you guys like to do anything? As the other crew, or what's it called? The brigade, Bellis will first be the one to talk and go, okay, so there's a friend of ours at the east exit of the city. We can use that one to get to where we're gonna go. Should be easy enough.
Yeah. I think we're gonna head south.
South. Keep in mind, the map is slightly rotated, so south is to the bottom right.
Over there?
Right.
Yeah.
So this leads to Aquadopolis, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to go to Aquadopolis? I thought you guys were just gonna head to Shandor.
I thought we need. I'm so confused. I thought we needed to get the staff from Aquadopolis first.
So it's a dialogue. So it's an option. It's a narrative option. You can either go for Prashera or you can go to Aquadopolis. Well, technically you're going for Prashera and also figuring out what the thing that was causing the problem was.
Right. Hey, I,
So
I leave it up to Storgé for once. I'm like, robot, what we doing?
you good?
We are going to Persera.
you see full intent in the man when he says that. like it is beyond just like lethal mode engaged. It is like he maxed out the volume in his settings and his body, you can feel the intenseness in it. And he just goes, "We're going for Prashera."
He had like bass boom all the way up too.
Yeah.
All right. Terrac's hair is like kind of like blown back a little bit.
I'm like picking earwax out of my ears.
All right, we're scratching that idea and we're going to Shandor.
He's like, "All right, I guess we can try to see if the guy has tickets for the train." And Criella will respond, "Hold up. Did they actually open up the train?" Bellis just kind of hesitates, and she's like, yeah. So it's really only for resources and officials only. But
Resources and
I know a
officials,
guy.
you say?
Storgé folds up into a box.
Terrac tries to do the same thing.
Ragatha will give it some thought, and she goes, "You think we can get some armaments at the train?" And Bella's responds, "Oh yes, of course. They definitely have, because it's probably with also shipments going in or raw materials going into Shandor, because they usually send the other stuff down the slope." And Ragatha's like, "Oh, you're probably right. Yeah, so that seems like a best idea. Let's try getting to the train first." And Bellis also responds, "Okay, well, you may not like this, but we may have to get to the train, we may have to camp outside for a bit." And you see Ragatha's hair goes up on edge a bit. She's like, "What do you mean camp outside?" And she's like, "Well, so my friend works for the train, but like we're gonna have to find our own seats, if you catch my drift." And so, after a huge sigh, Bellis just turns to you guys and goes, "All right, so you guys should meet us outside of the southeastern portion of the area.
Outside
Basically,
the bowl.
So go to the Horny House district and just go east from there. Yeah. So this is Horny House, which is in the southeast. So east from there is like around this. So what you guys also see, so like to give you an idea, the train is essentially a straight shot from the city, this way. And so you guys are heading to around here, essentially.
Cool, we're gonna be stowaways again.
I was gonna say, are we about to train hop?
We're train hopping on official government business.
So you can either take the walkway to the train here, this way, to see the train, and then from here go out into the wilderness, or you can go to Horny House and just go.
I'm gonna go to Hot Docs first.
Hot docs, get your hot docs here, $25 a dock.
Are I guess I should roll a perception check to see if the pirates are back.
Here,
I don't know. They could have made it back.
were they? I don't. They weren't coming.
They got
they coming
shipwrecked near Johannesburg, but
Were they coming back here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Oh,
We
okay,
didn't really finish their storyline.
No. That's good. That's good. I just
A 7.
you don't see them, but yeah, I thought I mentioned earlier, like in the previous time, that their goal was to come back here. And I was like, I don't think that's what I had planned for them. But yeah,
Wow. Pet Shop also doesn't see it.
yeah, I'll be there. Here, I'll roll for Vera. Or more specifically, for Beans. Beans does not see them.
Why? Never mind.
So the way I like to think of it is that when you send Pet Shop off, Beans hops onto Pet Shop, and they both just go up.
So together they have a
Wow.
21.
Yeah, let's say it's an advantage. It's a nat 20. They don't see him.
Tragic. All right.
Yeah.
I reconvene with the group. Out of curiosity, Storgé, how many beans do you have left?
7.
7 beans.
You want to throw a bean in the water and see what happens? I'm kind of interested to see what a bean result is right now.
Hey, Storgé.
We have 50 by 50 feet of space.
You can chuck a bean 50 by 50
Just
feet
like
into the
toss
water.
it out into the middle of the water.
Yeah, but keep in mind if it's something small, then yeah.
Can we head out of town? Like to about right here?
What's up?
To like here.
To, like,
Here?
right
I mean,
here?
you're also heading out of town, to get.
But there's no water
We're
that
going.
way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could go like right here.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Yeah.
do that. Through Horny House. We can
So
stop.
you guys,
We can stop
so you
by
guys
at
go
the. What was his
Yeah.
name?
Is the fight ring open right now?
the fight ring it's morning, so it's not.
Fuck.
But all the Horny House buildings are still open, believe it or not. They have a 24-hour thing. Who would have thought?
Eh.
Wait, hold on. I want to stop by the high-end brothel real quick.
Oh, you're not. No way. Okay. I see what you're doing. Okay. So you walk in.
Do you remember his name? Because I don't.
No. It's in the
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm trying to find the dude. Ah, there he is. So you walk in.
Are you talking about
As you approach the door, you see a familiar dude walk
Felix?
out with a grumbled look. And he walks past you.
was that Felix?
It was not.
Felix. Oh,
It's not.
who was
What?
the? Is
His
it
name is Lenny.
Lenny?
The
Lenny.
fuck is Lenny?
Who's Lenny? Oh wait, no.
He's a recurring character.
Lenny's the one that always gets kicked out. I walk
one
as
character
as I walk
pretty
past
bothered.
as I walk past him. I don't meet eye contact, but I just like, hey, Lenny.
And Lenny just grumbles as he leaves. In every single brothel, no matter where you are, Lenny will always be there, getting kicked out.
All right.
All right, but I walk inside and I look for Felix.
So as you walk inside, you hear a familiar female voice just go, "Come back when you make some coin."
He's never gonna make some coin.
Ain't that the truth?
Hi.
She kind of laughs and she's like, "I shouldn't say that about Lenny. That's rude." It's you. She lowers her massive pipe to the table and she throws both her hands in the air. Yeah, she's
What?
just like, "Hey, it's you. Looking good, Queen."
Thanks, King.
King. Jesus. She's chilling.
Um,
Oh, this is the boss lady. In case you forgot.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember her name, but
No, we just called her boss lady.
oh, okay. Hey, boss. Immediate. I'm not even gonna roll for perception. Have they changed the decor since I was last here?
Yes.
I love what
Yes.
you've done with the plays. I'm so glad you listened. Did you get Bemin? Tell me you got Bemin.
She's like, how do you know about Bennett?
I made Bemin, believe it or not.
And she's like, yeah. By the time we got to him, apparently he was a big of a thing. Charged extra. I mean, like, I get it.
That's
We're
so
high class.
Bemin.
No, I get it. We're high class. Like, I guess we can afford it. But, like, like, it would have been nice.
Come on, tell me what I want to hear. How have your numbers increased?
I don't get too cocky now. She kind of pours out a drink and she hands you a pint. She just downs her pint.
I take a swig. How much? What's the alcohol content?
Oh no, it's dirty rough, man. It is. She's like, oh, you should be careful. And you take a swig. And she's like, yeah, that's some rough rum.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Yeah, you just kind of spit it out to the like you hold it in for a bit and you notice like a what do you call it? Like a pot for like dip
Yeah.
you usually spit into, but you just spit alcohol into it. It was like,
You drink this stuff.
And she's like, yeah, thanks to someone as she takes it away from you, giving us such amazing advice and throwing in so much more customers. I've had a lot to deal with. Kinda need it.
You almost sound upset at me for giving you more money.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy. She's half lying.
Of course, everything I'm saying is in a outrageously exaggerated, flamboyant tone, because she still thinks I'm gay. Where's your boy Felix at? Can I see that? Can I see that piece of meat?
She's like, she sobers up for a hot second, and she's like, not for sale.
No, not in that way, darling. You know how I just want to catch up with an old face.
She like winds back up, and she's like, okay, cool. Just had to make sure. You would be the third one tonight to ask.
Dang,
Well,
that much of a hot commodity, is he?
He doesn't like it.
No, he wouldn't be that type, would he?
She yells out, Felix, old friend here to see you. Felix kind of hops out from inside near the staff's lounge. And she just goes, oh, hey, it's you guys. What's up? That dude's still floating in the ceiling.
Yeah, actually come here. I wanted to talk to you about that real quick.
What's up? Yeah, what can I do for you?
Hey, Wesley.
No response.
Wakukin, oh Lord above.
He's like, okay, no need for the sarcasm, fine. What?
Did we ever establish why this fella can see you?
Him. He looks at him. He just goes, oh yeah, he can see me. And he like floats down in front of him. And he's like, why can you see me? And you see the guy stutter for a second. And he's like, what? Wakukin? And he's like, yeah, that's me. And he's like, my mother's really religious. She worships you a lot. And he just goes, do you not? And he's like, no, I mean, like, I do. I don't really go to service or anything. And it's been a while since I've been back at home. And
Terrac snickers at Walker's question.
Waku, you can feel it. Waku heard that snicker, and it hit him just like you pricked him just a bit, just a little bit. You can feel it, but he pretends to ignore you. And he just goes, you used to live in Depressly. That makes sense. He's like, yeah, it's been wonderful. Yeah, I miss home. Should go back sometime and visit.
You should.
This is all sounding very normal for the fact that a literal god is looking at me. It's at this point that the boss is just like, you okay, Felix? I understand it was a 12-hour shift, but like, you good? Do you need?
I turn to the boss to interject. I'm like, let him go on, honey. I don't get called a literal god often.
And Waku will continue and is like, oh, okay. How are things back at home? I know it's been a while. And he's like, no, it's what it is. Not many people go to the church anymore. Ever since Riverdale. And he goes, that makes sense. Fine, I guess that's bound to happen.
I know, Cole Sprouse. What is he thinking?
Huh?
Riverdale, the TV show.
Not a trading company. Or transport, I should say. It's transport, right? Riverdale Transport, yeah.
Oh, that's the company that I have these documents for. I pull out said documents.
Mm-hmm.
I show them to Felix. Do these have any shipping routes?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Hey, do these have any value to you?
And he just kind of pauses and he's like, Are these shipping routes for Riverdale?
Correct.
You actually see one of the high-class employees just kind of turn a head over to you guys. And Felix just kind of hushes himself, and he's like, hey, I don't know how you got these. You should probably not be throwing these around willy-nilly.
What do I do with them? I feel like I had a plan, but I forgot it.
Are these the one that went missing from the trading company a while back?
No, they gave them to me.
Wait, who gave them to you exactly? Because there's two things I'm thinking of.
So I walked into the Riverdale Trading Company and I gave them something, and in return I asked for some important looking papers on their table, and I think they wanted me to copy them or something. I said I would make a copy. In my inventory it says shipping routes in parentheses for copy.
Yeah. So he just kind of goes, no, I mean, these are mad important. I definitely wouldn't throw these around. I have no idea how you do it. Especially considering that some of these high-class people do a lot of things to get them. You should probably keep your head low.
I'll keep it in mind. Last thing. Wait. Sorry. The dead guy's son was in Aquadopolis, right?
No, Mike's father is in Aquadopolis.
Oh.
Is it? Did you have it written down that the dead guy's son was in Aquadopolis?
No, I did not.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew he was on the west side of the continent. I just didn't know where.
Yeah. It could probably be either in, it's a couple places, but it could also just totally well be in either in Riverdale or Rivermarsh or Shandora. I doubt it's in Shandora. So it's probably in Aquadopolis. I say both of them as in Aquadopolis.
Hey, Felix, you get a lot of customers. Do you recognize this name holding out the letter?
The son?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, doesn't look like anything to me.
Do you recognize the dad's name?
Oh, from the, who it's, written from?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, him. He's a really, really great musician. He used to play here for a while.
Yeah, I actually heard his concert yesterday.
Yesterday? What's he up to these days? I haven't seen him for years since he retired.
You know. Yeah, he's he's kind of just hanging around, drinking himself to death, you could say.
Not doing a lot.
Not doing a lot. You know, things, stuff.
And he kind of perks up and he's like, actually, while you guys are here, maybe you can make sense of this. And he kind of like looks around and he goes like, you see that massive amounts of soldiers just rushing into the train to the north? What the hell was that all about?
The what now?
Negative.
And he's like, yeah, there's apparently the River Marsh officials sent a whole slew of platoons to Luktuk for some reason.
Wait,
to Luktuk.
Did I sell the head of silver wormling yet? Did that happen when I was away, or is this new?
Head of silver wormling. I think this was well before. This was well before you were transferred, wasn't it?
It was like we. Oh. It was when Trishara was kidnapped.
So, the wormling that
I feel like you.
did Waku kill a wormling? And then
No.
What is a worm?
No, I did.
Yeah, you killed the wormling. I remember because you were slamming that shit. No,
Wait.
you went to the city after that. Yeah, you went to the city after that.
And then I sold it.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm removing it from my inventory.
because I'm trying to remember when you guys were summoned to the.
Oh, is this the head that you punched off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You sold that.
Yeah.
How much will I get for it?
Did I not give you the money?
I don't think so.
Did I give someone else the money?
That would be kind of scummy.
I'm trying to think if someone took the money because you were in session.
Oh, wait, did I take the money? Hold on.
I don't know.
How much would it have been?
I don't know. A lot.
I have
I guess.
204 gold.
And how much does everyone else have around you?
I have 172.
Yeah, so that
My
seems
knowledge,
not-
none.
It's not a huge disparity between me and
Yeah.
Storgé.
Helera usually has notes, but I can't access her notes.
I can check how much gold Kelly has. 59.
Bit of a disparity there.
Yeah.
How much gold did you have?
But she also just bought
62.
like a new bow and stuff.
Yeah. It's not how you spell Erendite. I need to confirm how to spell Erendite. I think she did that on purpose. She definitely did that on purpose. I think Caroline knows I read her characters. She definitely did that on purpose.
Yeah, so those ships heading north. There was a siege on the city of Luktuk. Big battle. Couple of us, we're a little worse for wear, but we're fine now.
I think they mentioned something about Tuck getting attacked by something. I don't know. The rumors are going crazy over here. Some say that the elves are turned against us. Some say it was an invasion by the orcs. Some said there's even like some crazy magic shit going on. Like even the university doesn't even know what's going on.
Typical elves.
Typical Aegon.
He just goes, "Who's Aegon? So is it the elves? What happened?"
Don't worry your pretty little tush about it.
Yeah, he kind of pauses and he's like, no.
I hear you're a hot commodity these days.
And he just goes, no, none of that.
Well, I think I'm out of questions for him.
He's like, I mean, yeah, but you still didn't explain what was going on. Come on, I need some beats, bro.
Do you still see that floating guy?
Yes. He's still chilling. You actually see that Waku is leaning up against the counter, like as if he's like half sitting on it, and he's just kind of thinking.
Weird.
I sit Felix down and I tell him the entire story. Like we're there for a solid 45 minutes.
Felix
You
kinda-
basically send him over to youtube.com/.
The whole time Zyll is taking notes because even he's a little lost
He's like,
on the details.
Yo, that'd be a great catching up. So Zyll and Felix are just sitting there hearing the whole story. And so after you finish, Felix just kind of goes, "Oh, okay, man. Oh my God. So you want me to believe that all that happened in the course of 3 days?"
This means you're one of us now.
Hey, you looking to
joins
join
the
a
party.
guild?
And he's like, "Y'all have a guild? I thought you were just a mercenary group.
No,
We still don't
have
have a name
upgraded.
either.
we're
Does this
called.
have anything to do with the other group that you guys mentioned?"
Yeah, the himbo.
Negative.
Okay, ignore him. That's a lie.
We are not associated.
We're associated
So-
by proxy.
He just kind of goes, "How'd you guys get killed?" And he looks over, and he's like, "Oh, if you guys are official, that means you guys must have badges. You guys should get some badges. You just head over with your title and stuff. I'm sure River Marsh will have some badges to hand out to you."
We might need a name before that.
Yeah.
We have a name. We are the guild.
We're the
Yeah.
guild. There's only need for one.
I'm not sure that counts, but
That's
okay.
that's our motto. You only need one.
So he just kind of goes, "Okay, well, congrats on the guild, I guess. This will be fun."
You want to join?
Me?
Yeah.
What would I be? Well, I can't really fight much. I guess you guys need a concierge.
Honestly, our current concierge works like a double shift every day. He's kind of overwhelmed.
Yeah, I guess. Do y'all pay?
Negative.
Not as well as this place, I'll tell you that right now. But change of scenery is always good for the soul.
Some of you guys, someone roll persuasion.
You can. Oh shit.
I'm a bard. I got
Yeah,
this.
yeah, go for it. Go for
I
it.
have not been rolling very well, actually.
Yeah.
This is time for your nat 20.
Here, Vera will help you. Vera will just
Yeah.
go, yeah. So Vera helps you and just goes, "Yo, we have cookies."
So
Yes.
That makes it advantage.
that makes it advantage. Nat
Yeah.
20.
I feel like
That's all it takes.
I feel like Vera would say, "Yo, we have cookies and women." To which Felix would respond with, "I'm here, so really, it's just the cookies kind of."
As far as I know, we only have cookies, and I don't even know if we have cookies.
Vera just elbows you.
we
He
had
just goes-
we had cookies, and we left.
And so after thinking about it, he just goes, "Yeah, a change of scenery would be nice. Especially at least there, people won't hit on me creepily."
Does he give a pointed look at Terrac?
No, he looks in the distance as if dazed. Like the dude, I'm pretty sure he's not comfortable with whatever happens around him.
I mean, I don't want to like make the boss lose one of her best friends and assets. But if you
He just kind of goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, boss." And she's like, "What's up?" He's like, "Yo, can I just go work at the guild?" And she spits out her drink. He's like, "Huh? What you mean? What you mean work? What you mean work elsewhere? How you gonna work here then?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'ma have to not." And boss lady's like, "Hold up." She walks briskly on over to Terrac. "Are you trying to take my worker?"
Sorry, but then he is giving his 2 weeks, and his 2 weeks expires now.
it was a fast
she's
2 weeks.
She's like, "No, you hold your thoughts. You hold your thoughts, magic man. And she looks back at Terrac.
Hey, if I promise to find you somebody who's in need of a job, like ASAP, I think Felix should have his own choice here.
She actually pauses and look at Felix, and she's like, I don't even think it's a choice anymore. I think Felix should just have a break. I think he's been through enough for a while.
What I look at her, I'm like, what do you let happen to him?
And she's like, no, it's not I let anything happen to him. I chase off anything that happens to him. Nah, he just works ridiculous hours because we don't really have much other people here. I think he just needs a break.
Perfect. Now we know that we can make it work ridiculous hours.
Legitimately taking away like her best worker.
Yeah. And she's like, so how you gonna make this up to me, huh? Are you going to?
Are you? No, ignore him. Are you in need of any? I pull out the papers again. Shipping routes.
She kind of looks at him a bit, and she's like, "Oh, yo, who knows about this?"
Felix.
She gives a dirty look to Felix.
As of like 5 minutes ago, or I guess 50 minutes ago, because that was a long story.
Felix just goes, "Hey, I'm not one to sell information that quickly, okay?" And she's like, she takes the papers and she's like, "All right, this will definitely cover Felix for a while." Where are you taking him to anyway? I better please someplace nice.
We're taking him to the
remember
guild.
all of those military movements that were going on? We're taking him right to the center of that.
She pauses. She looks at Terrac again. You have 5 seconds to explain yourself.
We have a guild. It's called the Guild. You only need one. And he's gonna be our little clerk fella.
She looks you dead in the eyes, and she's like, "Will he be relaxed there?" And at this point, you cannot deceive. She's staring right through you, man.
I look away from her and I look at Felix. I don't know, will you?
He's like, "I don't know. Can I do my own thing?"
Uncertain.
At the moment, we have 0 customers, so the answer is yes, tentatively.
And he's like, "It's fine. I'll send you letters, boss." And she's like,
It is still
"You fucking
uncertain.
You fucking better." And she goes, I know I work him to hell and back, but he is still a bit like a son to me. So if anything happens to him, you're getting Lenny's treatment. But you ain't going nowhere. You ain't escaping anywhere.
Duly noted.
God, poor
Question.
Lenny.
Who is Lenny?
You guys, I guess it is just Colin that notices
Did
No,
I
no, I
notice
kinda-
it?
you. No, I feel like, so you're new, so you wouldn't understand. But I feel like it's the
Oh.
whole group definitely notices this. But anytime, oh wait, no, Storgé doesn't because
You
he doesn't go to
mentioned it
brothels.
No.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Helera,
Oh, I guess I don't then.
no, because you just joined the group. So Helera, Vera, and Terrac know, but Lenny just shows up in any brothel they go into, and he's the one customer that always gets kicked out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you mentioned it before.
Yeah.
He chilling.
I pen
So
I pen down like the address and like a note for Mike.
Mhm.
So Mike's just not totally put off.
I can already see it. Mike's just like, and another fucking person comes here before I open.
Hey dog,
No,
he's like, hey, you got a bed for me? I'm supposed to be here 24/7.
Mike's like, I fucking hate him. I hate him. I swear to God.
Fuck you, mom. Rest your soul.
Mom, I don't know what you see in him.
But I write a little letter to Mike, and also I don't know if they would still be there, but the other group, I imagine they're not still there.
No, they're definitely teleporting.
Okay, I'm going to I'm going to send a letter with Felix back to the guild hall, and I'm going to write another letter and put it in the plant.
Or he will take the letter. If it's in the plant, I do have to write that down because I will forget.
Yeah.
I will I will pin a message.
For reference, Jeremy, we have a plant that stores items that can be transferred between either group.
Okay.
For reference,
Good
Zyll, we have this plant that stores items and can transfer them.
Fascinating.
There. Now I will remember, and then other people will.
You didn't even pin it. Oh, never
And
mind.
literally, as you said,
And now,
cool.
yeah, if you want me to, I can actually write a letter.
You can just send it to me in your own time.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys finish up here, essentially. You say bye to the boss. You didn't even ask about. Well, actually, I guess yeah. Sure. But never mind. Yeah, you finish up. You say your goodbyes. You head on.
So we were going to drop off a
go
bean.
to a 50 by 50 plot of land or greater by the river. Right about
this
here.
is like an induction for Zyll.
This is a full induction for Zyll. This is the hazing period.
All right.
Do you give him a bean?
No.
What,
I
do I
place
eat
a bean in the center of a large empty space. Right.
Roll for me.
All right.
This is it. Get ready. Get ready.
Come on.
Get ready, Zyll.
Come on.
I
Good
roll a
number. Good
D100.
number.
D100. Let's go.
47.
47.
I feel like we got that before.
Yeah. Can I re-roll? I don't want this one.
It's gonna be Shriekers again.
It is Shriekers again.
81.
Heck are Shriekers? What is going
Oh,
on?
nothing good. 81, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shriekers again.
Oh,
Is it the pyramid?
holy shit! A nest of 1d4 plus 3 eggs springs up.
Okay. Hang on.
To make it more fun, I really do hope no one's looking at these descriptions.
I'm not.
Okay. So
Damn.
4 eggs.
1d4. No, 1d4 plus.
Okay.
1d4 plus 3.
So
Yeah,
4.
So yeah, 4 eggs. Yeah. Just 4? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. And they look to be like regular egg-sized eggs, so like stuff you eat. But they look. Well, I guess I can't say anything until you do anything to them.
Arcana check.
I eat it.
No.
Do you eat it? I need to confirm this. Do you eat it?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Okay.
I was gonna pick one up.
I was gonna do an Arcana check.
Roll a DC Constitution saving throw. I'm adjusting that number because that number. I'm not. No. Just roll a DC Constitution saving throw. Please save. Please save. Please. You are lucky. Okay. Okay. This only happens once for you. What is your lowest ability score?
It's strength. Wait,
You have-
lowest? Oh, it's charisma. Sorry.
You have permanently increased it by 1.
Huh?
Oh shit. Ooh, I no longer have any negatives.
God damn it.
Congratulations, you permanently increased your ability score.
I imagine
I
if he
would
failed,
keep
he
one.
would have lost 1 to his ability score.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I kind of want to eat. I kind of want to eat one.
That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. You guys have 3 eggs remaining. There is 5 people in this group currently.
What if we like cracked one open and cooked it and ate it?
That's still eating it.
Shared it between two people.
Let's share it between two. You guys gain half a point to a. No. So, would anyone else like to attempt? You can do other things to it, though.
Does my what does my Arcana check tell me?
What does your Arcana check tell you? There is a lot, and I mean a lot, a lot of concentrated Arcana in that egg. Like an absolutely abhorrent amount of Arcana.
Terrac does an Arcana check and just faints.
like you're like, I don't know what this Arcana is, but there is an ungodly amount in each one of these eggs.
Is that Dez, aka Prashera X, in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to crack one open.
I'm going to use my wholeness ability and restore 21 hit points, just in case something goes wrong.
You don't want to just not take that much damage.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Storgé, hey man, I'll eat one, but it is your choice.
Was it just like a raw egg?
When you eat it?
Yeah.
Well, it's raw egg in that like you crack it, like you eat it, and you feel like egg go or like some liquid that resembles like the protein structure of egg. Like it's like yeah, it's a drink more so than an egg.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. So we can't really like cook it in any way.
It wouldn't change anything. I'll be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
How would you like your egg?
Over hard.
Storgé
You
opens up
cannot
a
have the egg.
Someone else. Poached.
Oh man.
No, you
That's
know damn well.
annoying.
No. You get raw. Storgé's like,
Yeah,
you
raw
get
egg.
raw.
Here you go.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll eat the egg.
Roll a 15 Constitution saving throw. Okay, you permanently increase the score by 1. Your
Oh my
lowest.
God.
My lowest score by 1.
Yeah.
Like
Does anyone else like to try?
one like tick or like one full modifier? Like 0 to 1 or 10 to 11?
10 to 11.
Yeah. Its
Oh.
ability score by 1.
Yes.
So that doesn't really do anything though. Sad.
Yeah.
Like what
So-
else can we
so
do to
Vera-
them?
Vera will also make an attempt. I will be honest, the descriptions for this only has consumption as a thing.
Oh.
Actually,
Is that-
I'll let you do one other thing if you can figure it out. Vera will attempt it to eat it as
If
well.
you can figure it out.
Can we hatch
I want
it?
to know what it is.
Can we hatch it?
Hold up. I mean, it's up to you. You do
Yeah.
what you want. But
Yeah, can we like incubate it?
Oh,
okay, no, you don't have to. You'll figure it out. Let me just roll something real quick. Pay no attention to the number.
Can I lay claim to the last egg?
huh?
What in the world?
All right.
Did Vera just take 35 damage?
So Vera ate the egg, and she was just like, "Damn,
Girl,
it's pretty sour tasting." And she explodes.
What?
Like you just the side, like a side of her just explodes out in Arcana. She's just on the ground, huddled, hunched over. Yeah. So if you fail the Constitution saving throw, the creature takes 10 DC force damage from an internal magical explosion.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, I would like to point out, I was extremely lenient with the number because the original saving throw number is 20.
Yeah, that checks.
Oh, perfect.
I'm very upset that
So-
it didn't do anything for me.
But yeah, so now you know that the eggs have the potential to explode.
And we have
actually-
one more.
Actually, at level
To
8.
eat or
Also, Vera's bloodied.
Yeah, that's fair.
Helera, get on this. You may have an egg if you heal Vera.
I did not prepare anime dead, so you're just gonna have to.
Do I really want to use up one of her?
No.
You can use the potion
Yeah,
of
what's
greater.
up-
You
what's
can
up,
use
Jen?
the potion of
Oh,
greater
sorry.
healing.
I was checking to see if my mic was on.
It
Your mic is on.
You can use the potion of
I-
greater healing we got earlier.
I still
I don't
want
think
to
it
lay
would heal.
claim to that egg.
Okay, since you were the only one here and speaking, you may have it.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be like, "Yo, heal her." Then you get the egg.
Well, that's what it was. But
I don't have any healing stuff.
You're
But
a
I can
bard.
try.
Yes, man.
I don't have healing spells. Oh wait, I have mending. I don't know if that
That's
does
not.
anything.
That's not healing.
I didn't think so.
Swear to God.
she'll be fine.
Can I use suggestion to just be like heal?
What is your max HP?
Mine?
Yeah.
37.
Oh God.
Wait, how do we have the same max HP?
See, here's the other problem. Given my luck with rolling, if I try to eat the egg, I'm gonna die.
I very well could have died from eating that egg.
Does she
What are we
not-
gonna do? What are we gonna do?
I think legitimately we should try and hatch it.
That's what I'm saying. Let's like incubate it. That's why I want to carry it with us.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna have to go. Deviate from whatever the listing here says. But sure.
All right.
Beans 2.
I'm gonna subtract one
That's what I'm
bean from my list.
Damn, we still have 6 more of these things.
Do you want to do one more right away?
Kinda.
What is the point of these beans?
So you roll a D100 and you get a 15. Samuel, what does a 15 get us?
You're making another bean? Hold up, I gotta heal someone real quick.
Basically, if it's like
Wait, that's not correct. Sorry.
it's a range of things that can happen. So for instance, the one that we really want to happen is you can spawn a 50 by 50 base pyramid. It's like a dungeon from what I can interpret.
My God, like Minecraft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I guess it does do it right. So she heals Vera for 18. That's not enough, to be honest.
She's fine.
It's fine.
Sure. What's 6
Now
plus
what's
8?
15 get it?
15.
Thank you.
No, wait. Why did I say that? 14.
6 plus 8.
14. It's 14.
Thank you. Yeah, someone's gonna have to explain that to Vera. Alright, so you rolled a what?
We
A
don't say
15.
Shit, Vera. It's like, you glutton. This is what you deserve.
You glutton. She's at 34 health. What are you talking about,
Someone here roll 1d2.
Josh?
Okay.
You all die.
What is it?
1.
I'm looking at something.
It's a 1.
You lucky bastard. Okay. Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay.
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 I'm just getting all of the numbers.
Josh, Storgé places the bean. We just wait. Oh, shit. This
a
is
treant appears, who is a siege creature because it is a huge plant. Because you rolled a 1, it's chaotic good.
Hello.
hi.
A tree dressed to become a treant meditates through long cycles of seasons, living. Alright, legendary guardians. After a treant awakens, it continues to grow exactly as it did when it's a tree. Treants created from the mightiest trees can create great sizes. Such animate plants, using them to ensnare and trap intruders, they can call out creatures to aid them. And protectors of the wild. So these are creatures of my leaky. But yeah, so this one, you basically summon, and it treats you as its summoner. It goes. It's a very old and croaky voice. Just
Anyone speak
hello.
Entish?
Is Entish the trees in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty dope. Yeah, they're like that.
But does it speak common though? I heard it say hello.
So the actual languages it does speak is Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
I speak common.
I speak common. Perfect.
I'm pretty sure I speak common.
I'm looking for how long the summon lasts. It's not a summon; it's a permanent monster in the world.
Oh,
So
you want
now,
to join our guild?
Yes.
I don't think it has a choice. It just sits itself over the guild house and like becomes the guardian of the guild.
Hey, if the himbo can have 2 NPCs on their team.
yo, Lucky D Luffy's really out here right now.
Wait. Since it grows as if it were a tree, and we just like this seed just sprouted, is it like a Groot
sapling,
situation?
like a sapling.
When it's summoned from the bean, it is full sized, but full sized still grows.
Oh, okay.
So it's already huge. Like it just whooshed. Like you see it rapidly growing, very quickly, until it hits that. But from now on, it grows at the same speed as a tree. So 20 years from now, it's going to be much bigger.
You said it recognizes Storgé as its master.
It recognizes the summoner as the person who summoned them, not necessarily the master.
Okay.
You had a 50% chance of it going hostile.
Oh god.
And it was a challenge rating of 9.
Yeah, we could have taken that.
You could have taken it, not without
Vera and Helera.
Yeah.
It would be the first thing next session.
So let us explain.
So the treant goes, whom has summoned me?
I have fellow wooden one.
You appear to be of non-natural creation, yet you look wooden. Tell me, wooden one, are we allies?
Affirmative.
Storgé, for once in his life, doesn't question whether or not to say affirmative or negative.
Would you like to join our guild?
What is this guild? Where am I? It has been years since I have last stepped foot on this earth.
Where are you from?
As with any treant, we start off as trees and end our life as trees in a continuous natural cycle, a reflection on the order of birth and chaos in this world. He goes on for a bit.
They do be talking slow.
Waku will lean over and be like, "Yeah, so my leaky gave me one of them. That was one of them." That's it. That's his thing. Waku will just kind of go. I think it's been a while since he's last been here.
Do you like it here?
It feels unnatural to be so near such a civilization.
I apologize. We can go to the woods.
He goes, "No, for if I am to be summoned, then my purpose is with the summoner. Tell me, Where should you have me go?
So there's this place called Tuck.
You mean Luck Tuck? Or just Tuck?
Which one's the one with the potion shop? Is that Luck Tuck?
Luck Tuck. Luck Tuck.
There's this place called Luck Tuck. Inside Luck Tuck, there is this store. I don't really know what it's called, but it's a potion shop, and the person who runs it is named Mike. Anyway, so
I mean,
that
I could
also,
Bob's Poke.
yeah, that's the one. It opens at 10 a.m. on today's date, and it closes at 7.
It's already like 2 in the afternoon. Like,
Yeah, it's already
Anyway, this building also serves as our guild hall. Our guild is
the guild,
the guild.
because you only need one.
A guild is a thing where you protect what is dear to you.
really had to dig deep for that one, huh? So the treant will pause and go. I'm not quite sure what this Luck Tuck is, but I will head towards it if you point me in the correct direction.
This is a map, and I point at on the map where Luck Tuck is with the map that I have.
He has to very slowly lower himself down. He's really big, like really, really big.
Can someone lift me up so that we can meet halfway?
No, he just picks you up by one of his hands. And
Oh.
just lifts you.
Oh, thank you.
And he sees the item. And he goes, I'm not quite sure what this loose item is.
Oh, well, we are here, and this whole island sort of symbolizes the land that we are on. So if we are here, then Luck Tuck is here.
So we must go. And he pauses for a bit and turns to the north. That way.
More northeast.
Sorry. I'm still getting used to this item. And he puts you back down. And he says, right, I shall head for this Luck Tuck and meet up with this man so-called Mike.
Thank you. Tell him that Storgé sent you.
I will do so. And he turns, and you hear him lift his leg, which pulls like a bunch of branches off the ground. And he slams it, and you just hear a thundering. The ground just shakes.
Before he goes, I very quickly see where this is going, and haphazardly cobble together with my supplies a little like flag with paper tied to it, like a little white flag, and I just like, can you put this in his hair as he approaches the war-torn city?
He's like, what is this? Is this a accessory?
Yes.
And as he puts it on his head, it's like a really big flag too because he's really big.
Yeah.
So it's like a massive flag, a massive white flag. And he starts being on his way to the northeast. Yeah, the northeast is that way. So he just kind of goes. As you just see across, you guys have now finished with that encounter. Oh, sorry. Most important thing. He pauses and he turns to the group and he goes, I do not have memory for my life before I was summoned by you, so I cannot remember my name. It is tradition with treants that we name ourselves based on the foliage we keep around us. What would you like to name me?
The foliage we keep around us. We have a store plant.
Family.
What's up?
What?
Family. Yes.
Doug
But
actually
in Grung language.
But in Grung.
Grung, that's the frog person language.
And that is
That's
a
a
word
good
for
question.
family.
Crazy.
Grung word for family.
Just say Belloc.
The only thing I can find is grunge.
Speak friend and enter. What's the Elvish word for friend?
Oh wait, I have that Thecky root on me. We could call him Thecky.
I'm sorry.
Damn, bro, you looking tacky.
I'm sure this giant ent will appreciate that name.
Yeah, so I'll say the Garunga word for family is Theki, which is kind of weird because it's Theki root, but you know, word translations.
So his name is Thecky.
Yep. You should really put it in the NPC log.
Yeah, I will.
Becky the tree.
Either tree.
Becky, my tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Storgé makes fully aware that is the situation.
I'm like, Storgé, did you just become a dad?
Congratulations.
Storgé starts wearing New Balance.
Another salty liquid appears. Storge's face as Becky walks away.
They grow up so fast.
The campaign's gonna end and everyone goes their separate ways. And Freshera and Storgé are gonna have a kid.
That's a tree.
A giant tree.
Yeah, that's the thing. It helps.
Yeah, so the tree goes away.
Bye, Thecky.
Bye, Becky. And I'd like to point out it crosses the path to Shandor
Yeah.
to get to the door.
So we head over there. Hey guys, see anything interesting recently?
Like we immediately know their answer.
Yeah, by the way, is that it? Is that it, by the way?
Should we do one more? We have 5 left.
No, save it for later.
Okay.
Okay. Samuel doesn't want us spawning a pyramid right now.
No, it's just that like it feels so much funnier when you just do a couple on occasion and then you do it later.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And Waku's like, hey, look, see friend from Bean, good Bean.
Storge walks away.
Good Bean.
I walk up next to Storge. I'm like, he did increase our ability modifiers, whatever that means. Although he did almost,
you
he did almost
Waku
kill.
Yell.
He did almost kill Vera.
You just hear Waku yell out from the distance, Bean.
So yeah, we head over to the train track area.
Yeah. How am I gonna explain this as a catch-up thing to Kelly?
How are you gonna explain
You
this?
don't.
How are you gonna explain this to the himbo? So the WAD squad got 2 new members for your guild already.
Yeah, the WAD squad recruited 2 guild members in the first session. So, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. What were you gonna say, Sam?
Oh, you guys make it over to wooded area for those who are underground. And you see like a small little campfire set up with a tent with all the members of the other guild or the other brigade. And you hear one of them just kind of go, "Hey, glad to see y'all finally made it." And it's Keisha. She just kind of raises her pint. Continues drinking. It's in the like you guys are well into the afternoon right now. It takes a while to get where you guys are going,
Yeah.
so it is. It's late afternoon.
We're all exhausted.
You see anything interesting lately?
One of them. What's it? Bella's just kind of Bella's kind of walks up, and she just goes, "I don't know how, I don't know why, but somehow I feel the absolutely massive tree that grew sentience and walked across half of the River Marsh entrance has something to do with you."
No, not at all.
Roll deception.
You're a bard. You've got this.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you're a bard. You should be
Yeah.
fine.
Storgé, why?
Talking about that he has nothing to do with us.
do I have to be the equalizer?
Hey, I win.
Yeah, so y'all just
So I convinced them, and then Storgé is like, yeah, and they're all
For
totally
sure.
unconvinced suddenly.
yeah. So you actually go like, no, that's the first time I've ever seen it, and you go to, you go to the group, like the others in the group, as you regale the tale of seeing it face to face for the first time. And then Storgé responds to Bellis like, nope, never seen it. Begins sweating.
We have never seen Becky before.
Bellis is just like, are you being serious? You really are trying, huh? Is there a reason you're trying? She turns to Terrac. That's not an enemy, right? We shouldn't be concerned, right?
I can
Absolutely no reason to be concerned.
Stop
You-
talking.
You, as you're regaling the tales, just goes, did you say enemy? And you kind of trip and you on your stool and you fall down and take 1d1 damage.
Oh.
I can confirm he is not an enemy. As for whether or not he is a hazard, up to interpretation.
Negative.
Anyway, so how's your day been?
And she's like, it's been uneventful up until that thing happened. Hell, half of the army legion that was just about to start their march was about to start attacking the thing before they saw the white flag. Why is there a white flag on it? Did you guys put a white flag on it?
Whoever did must have.
I mean, no one.
Whoever did must have known that would be a smart maneuver.
Okay. I'm gonna stop asking questions.
Would you guys like some shriekers?
Oh, sorry, what?
What is a shrieker?
Would you like some cooked shriekers?
Cooked shriekers.
Yeah. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do with these.
What are shriekers?
You don't know what shriekers are?
Shriekers. I may have forgotten. Are they the? Hold up.
The mushrooms.
The
The mushrooms.
And okay, Melons just responds. Ah, man. I don't really like shriekers. That's very much Oriole's thing. Man. Hey, Ariel. What's up? Terrac over here has shriekers for you. Hey, guys. Yo, I just got the pot started, too. Let's make a stew.
Bet. How many you need?
I don't know. Ragatha, how many do we need?
I
Ragatha just kinda
asked
goes-
you.
She gives you a side eye. Ragatha, how many do we need? Ragatha just goes, I'd say if everyone's eaten, say like as many as you can, 10 shrieker or 10 like shrieker chunks. How many shriekers do you have?
I have 12.
12 shriekers or shrieker just chunks?
I
'Cause
imagine
they're human sized.
I imagine chunks. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that you just give 10 chunks.
Okay. So
As Ragatha's just cooking on the pot.
yeah.
So Ragatha is just cooking normally.
This shit about to be poisoned, I'm telling you.
So as they're cooking, I will say that you guys just kind of set up, like join them in setting up camp here, and Palace just goes, "Yep, we'll have to wait until later tonight for our friend to meet us up. It'd probably be good for us to take a nap as well, if you want, because we won't be seeing him until early morning. But I freed this up for you guys up until you guys go to sleep at their camp to make any discussions with anyone. If there's any information you want to know, would be the time."
I can't think of anything.
There's the overgate, and if you guys are here, so, want to if you want to learn more info on something.
Wait, we're here for a whole day?
What's up?
Did you just say we're here for a whole day? You just cut out for a bit.
No, I mean like you're gonna be here for the rest of the day until you sleep. So like if there's any info you want from the brigade, like between the group of you or Waku, anyone, if you want to talk to someone, that's the time.
Didn't you say that Xylovor was like kind of fuzzy on the whole staffs thing?
Yeah. So you can catch up. Yeah, you can actually catch up with everything that was before what Colin talked about, or what Terrac talked about. And just be like, hey, so what's the deal with everything and staffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrac, the Bard College is very interested in the tales of your adventures, and I'm very curious what's going on with these stabs of the gods.
Well, you see, flashback.
You were chilling. Y'all were chilling. You were at a pub, and something happened, and the pub almost caught fire. Not really sure about how it happened, but sorry.
To see the whole story, subscribe to youtube.com/.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to watch the YouTube videos. I get it.
No. I'm still shook about the fact that Maggie went into her first D&D campaign. It's like, yo, so we can like role play how we want to, right? I'm like, yeah. And she associated that with 0 consequence
Gosh.
and tried to blow up an entire tavern.
So somebody's a pyro.
Yeah.
What's Fluffy doing right now?
Well, considering that they are one of the targets, if you remember.
Targets?
It's been a while since we talked about stuff that happened in the astral plane. But one of the things discussed was trying to pick out the reason why Prashera was captured, and it was because she's one of like the few great artificers that are capable of creating like insane things that the gods are not aware of.
Like
right?
guns.
Yeah. And so one of the things he mentioned, Waku was like, how many of you have ever heard of a gun? And so it's implied that he thought that if Prashera was captured because she has the ability to create artificial life, essentially with Storgé being the prime example, then having one that could also create weapons of mass destruction would also be really bad. And so you figure, like you guys have deduced that, oh my god, Fluffy's one of the targets.
Huh. I wonder how that dragon's doing.
Yeah, that's how it'd be.
I'm just gonna sit and mingle with some of the paladins.
You can ask questions on each of them if you're ever in, if there's anything in specific you want to know about a specific one.
So what got you guys involved in paladining?
Who now you got me started. Who do you ask that question to?
I send it generally to everybody, like just look around, but like specifically avoid my gaze of Ragatha.
Oh, okay, we get it. You're a racist.
This one's more subtle though, to be fair.
It's not. It's not. You said that to me. I swear, Colin. Okay. Barring the fact that you just said that. You say it to everyone. They kind of look at each other. Well, I guess like four of them look at each other, and Ariel will kind of perch the greatsword that she was sharpening on like next to her, and she'll breathe out and she says, "I guess I'm the first person to talk to about it. I don't know. When I started off as a follower of, where is it? Okay. She just goes, have any of you been to Zealous?
Yes, I live there.
Then of course you obviously don't know this now as as a player, but like your character does know this. But she just goes, have you ever seen the goddess Sune's church, or have you been there, or have you heard of Sun's like rehabilitation center?
I just say something to the effect of like, "Oh yes, the wondrous whatever those places are," and then I give like a grand description of what it is in like bardic fashion.
And she just kind of goes, yeah, I mean, they toned it down a bit. It's not that great, but for those of you that don't know, it's essentially, so I'm a very strong follower of the goddess Sun. The goddess Sun being the goddess of love and beauty. And growing up, one of the things that I've always wanted to do is work in her rehabilitation center. So, kind of ironic, or not ironic, but, you know, surprise, surprise, the goddess of love speaks of all types of love. And we have one of the huge aspects of our following is having a place for all people who feel lost or afraid to go, and we can help them like rehabilitate themselves back into a healthy manner. And so I spent a lot of time helping a lot of troubled people. And I'd like to think that, you know, we've made some progress with a few people. But one day I come across, and she points over to Ragatha. And she's like, I come across Ragatha. And barring off a lot of personal details, we both soon began to realize that I think a better way of bringing love and care to others is prevention essentially. And so going to protect others while also being out in the field so we can save as many as possible. At least that's what I felt when I finally decided to leave it. I was given my blessings by my sisters, and slowly but surely we met up with other people. Bellis over here, Keisha, and eventually Criella, and we just kind of became the brigade. I don't think any of us planned to be paladins, which sort of fit.
How'd Bellis become your leader?
At which point, Criella will just go, leader, and Bellis is like, nah, I'm sure he didn't mean that. And Criella goes, nah, I'm sure he did. What do you mean leader? Did you tell him you were the leader? And Bellis just kind of raises her hand, like just openly, and she's like, no. I just introduced them to you all. And Criella just kind of gives her a dirty glare. And Bellis is like, no, I'm not the leader. Though I guess you can say I'm the one that manages them as part of the guild. The guild that they're in is the Heroes Guild in River Marsh.
Yeah,
with the others. And she's like, yeah, I guess I'm the one that's I guess in charge of the liaison with them. So in a way, I'm a leader. Though in other ways, I feel like Ragatha is also a leader in when it comes to battle, and the others generally also have their own points of leadership. I don't think any one person here is a leader. We just kind of know who to turn to for what.
I see.
Yeah. That reminds me. How did you become? What drove you to become a member, Keisha? And Keisha just kind of
Excuse me.
sitting there, like eating her stew. And she just goes, "Ah, so you remember when I met you back in Johannesburg?" Um, and Bellows just goes, "Ah, yeah, with a poker game." And she's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I was my parents were very supportive growing up. I was terrible at school, and I eventually got rejected by the colleges, every college, including the Bard's College. Um, so I didn't really know what to do with myself, and for the longest time, I felt like I've lost any calling. So I've resorted to mostly gambling in the streets to make my living for the days. It just doesn't seem right. And then I found you guys as you were saving a couple of people from that one cave in, and it just felt like I don't know, it just felt like I could also join in and help a difference because it you guys just felt a bit more welcoming than any other venturing group I've been with. And Criella just kind of continues on from her story, and she's like, "Yeah, I mean, not everyone can accept a gambler that robs half the group's currency," and Keisha just punches her. Yeah. So I guess that's for now. There's certainly huge aspects of the story left out, but for now, that's the answer you got.
Hmm. Do you have any questions for us?
So, did you actually like talk to a god?
Daily, minutely, right now. Hey, Wesley.
He hesitates a bit, and he's like, "Yes."
See, Zyll, see, I told you.
Do not call me Wesley. So at this point, he just kind of goes, "Yeah, what's up?"
Just prove,
them.
Yeah, just prove that I
She's
can
definitely
talk.
a follower of Soon. Damn, man, she feels so much like Zoon.
He says you feel like soon to him.
You technically say that to Ariel and Ragatha, both of them.
Yeah. He says you guys feel like soon to him.
Ariel actually turns to Ragatha and just goes, "See, that means some progress is being made." Ragatha kind of just she kind of so she's finished the meal and she kind of is sitting up against, not sitting on the log, how some people sit on logs.
Yeah.
She's sitting up against it, and she kind of huddles her feet towards her chest, or brings her knees close to her chest, and just kind of huddles it for a bit, and she just scoffs as she looks to the side. Ariel just goes, "Yeah, Ragatha's working on her relief for soon, but she's been making much better progress than any other person." Ragatha just goes, "Progress being a strong term."
Hey, I mean, I know what that's like. I'm still talking to the other one, not Ragatha, but about Ragatha. I know what that's like. I myself just kind of started the whole religious thing.
You just hear Waku. One of you guys, since you're talking to him, roll a perception check.
Percept.
You hear Waku in the background, just kind of talking to himself a bit. You can't really make out words, but it's definite that like it's more of a nostalgic feeling to him when he talks or when when he says to them that they feel like soon, or they have the word of soon. He looks very reminiscent, kind of sad of it. But yeah. So one of them, or Criella, just goes, so that must mean, have you met all the gods? Or just the one you talked to?
All of them, I believe. I look to Storgé and the others for reassurance in that claim.
I believe the answer is also yes from my side. Yeah.
I'm the only one here that got to meet Savras before, and I just kind of like trail off.
One of them just goes forward. And before they can ask before what, Bellis will ask, hey, if you've seen the other gods, what were they like? Like, I don't know. It just felt weird the first time Sal talked about meeting Tempest. Do you know what he's like?
Tempest was an interesting fella amongst the Pantheon. He was a bit more aggressive, a bit more direct, you could say. The others were kind of holding to themselves a bit. I think they're all a little on edge these days for, obvious reasons, what with everything happening.
Mm-hmm. I'd also like to point out that very likely in this scenario, since, I can only infer since she's not here, but Helera will openly admit that she is like an angel from the astral plane, or the celestial plane. So while they're talking to you about this, they are all taking turns going up closely to inspect her wings and everything, and talk to her about it. Yeah. So it goes into late night. Does anyone else have any questions for them before they head to bed? Nope. All right. Perfect. Yeah. No, that's good. And so you guys kind of head, or like find your own places to sleep around the campfire. Everyone's kind of sleeping in their homes areas, some in the tents, some not. Like Ragatha and Riel are sleeping outside, and Bellis, Keisha, and Riel have like a huge tent setup that they made. And I think one person's just taking turn keeping watch and stuff like that. So as you guys are sleeping, all of you roll a perception check.
Alrighty.
Remember, Storgé can't be surprised.
He's not going to be surprised. I will admit that it is not anything attack based.
God dang it.
Okay. So you guys don't really hear it until Storgé just basically didn't turn off, essentially. He was just on standby for a bit to heal up, and then he just kind of reset back to full. And so you all just kind of pause until like you hear kind of like a small amount of shuffling, just like someone shuffling in place. And you hear someone, like both of you just kind of wake up as it gets a bit louder. I guess everyone does. I was hoping to explain this. I guess what I mentioned. So as you hear the shuffling and you wake up, you notice that, Ariel's away. It appears that she's keeping watch and just doing rounds. But Ragatha is actually like churning in her sleep. And she appears to be muttering in her sleep. As she does so, like she slowly gets more and more antsy. Like you see her like the movements become more erratic. She's starting to sweat a bit, and you keep hearing her repeat the same phrase, or like repeat the same shouts or like sentences. And eventually it just comes to a head where she just kind of repeatedly just says no, until she's basically screaming, and she yells out as she shoots up from her slumber. just like, get away from me, as she slams up, and she has like a half prepared stance in which like her sword is at her side. She's not equipped it, but she quickly grabs it. And it's at this point she's at full sweat. And since you guys rolled 8 on perception, I do say you don't hear anything else that's happening outside of it. But very quickly, as soon as she yells that out, you see Ariel just kind of run up to her and just yell out, Ragatha, it's just a dream. We're all here. And so Ragatha, whose eyes are like kind of bloodshot at this point, immediately turns her sword to point at Ariel. And the other group members also wake up. And they just kind of quickly assessing the situation, all kind of like walk around her with their hands up. And Ragatha just keeps iterating to her, like yelling out to them as a command to both them and you guys, just to like yell out, stay back, stay back. And she inches backwards closer and closer to the forest. And as she does so, I should probably roll for the other guys as well, just in case that anyone else gets a high. Actually, no. Josh got a high roll. Yeah. As she does so, you notice that like she's keeping her back, or she's keeping facing everyone, right? And she's getting more and more terrified until Ariel just kind of approaches her a bit and just goes, "It's just us. It's here. We're safe. We're back at the camp." And Ragatha continues like holding her guard, but she pauses and hesitates for a bit, and her eyes just kind of lose focus for a second, and as if like they regain back into the real world. You see her pause, and tears just start flooding from her eyes as she crashes into Ariel, and like she just starts bawling, like absolutely falling into tears as she's hugging Ariel. As she does so, you guys don't notice this, but Storgé notices that while she was like stepping back and back towards the forest, it looked almost certain, as if something was slowly approaching her. You know what I mean? Like there was definitely an essence of like something was trying to get closer to her. You can't really make it out.
But not like a physical thing, or
it feels like a physical thing, but you just like, you know, that like you get almost like a sensory feeling. You're like, there's something in the woods that's trying to approach her as she was getting closer and closer to the woods.
can I like think about what it was?
Yeah, you totally can. So as you think into it, it was definitely a person. Like you definitely felt like it was a person. You just don't understand why it doesn't. It felt as if like you knew it was a person, but it didn't have like a what do you call it? An outline of a humanoid figure.
A ghost.
Yeah. So Terrac, you rolled Arcana check, and that's a 19. You noticed definitely there was some Arcana in the background. It wasn't casted a spell. There was no spell being cast, but you felt like someone was gathering Arcana as they were approaching. Right? But whatever it is quickly received. So whatever it is, it appears to have been gone for the moment.
Is that the same reading I get if I like checking her specifically?
Yeah, did it affect her in any way?
No. She does not look affected.
Okay.
It does feel like familiar Arcana. Specifically to you, Colin. Well, okay, you rolled a 19, so like, it felt very similar to the one time when you were fighting that one giant, when you scoped out Arcana from one area. And it was that one person. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The one I blew up from a distance.
Did you? Oh yeah, you did.
You should use shatter.
You should.
I don't know if I have shatter prepared. Let me check.
So
I do have shatter prepared.
So, going into it, or like continuing on from there. So, going back into it, you see Ragatha is still absolutely crying, but she's also like shivering. And so Ariel's just kind of talking to her, like as she's just holding her. Tisha and Cruella have actually gone past her to scope out what was at the woods, just to see if there's any enemies nearby or something. But as they're doing so, Bellis, who just got out of her tent or anything, will go back in her tent and then briefly go back out and head towards you guys and approach. So she walks up to the whole group and asks, as a group, "Do any of you guys have a blanket?"
Negative.
Nope.
What was the question? It blanked out.
She's like, "Do any of you guys just have a spare blanket?"
I have a bedroll.
I forgot who's holding it right now. I think it's Colin. I think.
The what?
Roll. If it's an intuitive sense. I mean, look at it. Some kind of insight, investigation. Roll insight.
Roll.
Insight? No, is it Arcana or Insight? Which one do you have higher, Arcana or Insight?
Arcana by far.
Yeah, but you roll terrible. All right, roll. Oh, okay, I see you.
I rolled a 14 earlier, and you're like, "Damn, you ain't shit." And I roll a 15 now, and you're like, "Oh,
no, okay. You've been rolling good Arcana today. Okay. See you out here.
I rolled a 19.
You know, you're trying to break stereotypes. I see you. So you rolled an Arcana of 19, right? So you say no, and you just kind of pause, and you're like, that is ungodly timing. And you pull out the plant.
I just I get like a phone notification.
like you look at the plant, and the plant is full as of right now, even though you distinctly remember whatever you put in the plant before was received.
Okay. Well, this is fortuitous. Show me a blanket. I reach inside the plant.
You pull out what appears to be a safety blanket or a comfort blanket.
Nani the hell?
It's like full size too. Like you just keep pulling it out of the plant.
You can have this. What I like peer inside the plant. I'm like, what?
It appears someone had a blanket.
But the timing.
Yeah, it appears. It's almost as if someone felt that someone somewhere in the world needed a comfort blanket.
Oh, fucking hell. You better. I don't care if they have to like click it a dozen times. You need to make Luke roll a nat 20 on insight at some point in the next session.
That was the full plan. It was like, Luke, roll insight. I rolled a 17. Roll it again. Just keep rolling it. But yeah, so you hand him a blanket, and she actually puts the blanket around both of them. And Bellis will just slowly come and just like sit on a rock next to you guys, because it's clear to her that like whatever sleep she had is just kind of done now. She doesn't really intend on going back to sleep. Yeah. So
What a night.
Yeah, she kind of.
Where's the train?
What's up?
Where's the train?
And she's like, "Nah, we're still waiting on the dude. He mentioned he'll be there in dawn, or not dawn, like a couple hours before dawn, so we can take the next train."
I'm gonna.
You just had to go and say it, huh?
Me?
Yeah, you.
What? The train?
No. She. So she came to. Ragatha actually came to Zealous as a refugee, or at least to the specifically the god of Soon's rehabilitation center. Um, she was actually a carpenter growing up. She one of her one time she was out and she came back in the village that she was in was being ransacked by some mercenaries. Uh, it's a really tough memory for her to remember. Um, but she somehow, after a terrible night, escaped. She went on to join the army for Esmira, actually. Um, hence why, and at this point, so I wanted to mention this for Zyll, because Zyll, when he approaches them, would instead of asking them like what their names were, where they're from, Zyll actually knows Ragatha, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so Zyll knows her because she's extremely famous from her missions in the army. She's actually known as, what do you call it? Not It's not an angel, but
Demon?
no,
Hero?
no, it's in Norse mythology.
Valkyrie.
A Valkyrie.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
known as the Valkyrie of Blood. Um, so she swore that she'd never feel weak like that again, and so she trained in the army, became one of the fastest generals there. At one point, she went on an expedition back to her homeland against one of the bandit chiefs near the area, and after losing her entire squadron, she single-handedly slaughtered every single bandit at that camp, and that's what gave her the name. And a couple of days later, she just shows up in Soon's rehabilitation center, absolutely gone. I don't think anything was right with her from her first thing, but that second one, losing her teammates and just going into pure bloodbath, I think it lost something in her. And so that's why we never talk about it. But lo and behold, someone has a similar backstory.
Terrac kind of like rolls over in like his bedroll and it's just like, yeah, well, I guess several of us haven't dealt with our weakness yet. Talking about himself in that instance, obviously.
Yeah, I think she pieces that together, and she's like, it's helped Ragatha a lot, but you may have considered going to visit Sune's church. I keep saying Sune, it's Sune. Yeah, and she's like, you may want to stop by the church sometime. It's helped me too.
I already
gets up.
I already got a god.
But she doesn't really respond because she already got up after she said that.
Mm-hmm.
And so she walks over, she talks to the other two a bit, and she goes and actually resumes watch and tells the others after the others come back and sends them to go to bed. Yeah, and so Ariel and Ragatha are just kind of huddled together. With that, a couple hours more pass, assuming no one asks anything or does anything.
In this, like, before I go to bed for another couple hours, I'm going to prepare a ritual spell.
So you're doing that instead of going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
or I'll have the intent to wake up like 15 minutes earlier and then prepare it because I only need 10 minutes to prepare it. But
okay, yeah. Either way, this is considered a full rest, so you guys can heal up again if there's any health that's taken away from you.
Hey,
I should probably
regained 1 hit point.
yeah, most importantly, I should do that for Vera. This was mainly for Vera. But so as you guys essentially head back to the campfire, and you have the thought of whatever was in the forest in your mind. You're accompanied by nothing but the low crackles of the charcoal being put out, and like the sobs of Ragatha in the distance. You guys head to bed, and it's actually Keisha is the one that wakes you up, like all of you. Like she walks around and like shuffles all of you up, except for Storgé. Storgé is just activating, like all the time. But they just kind of shake you awake, and they're like, "Hey, the contact's here." So do y'all get up?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Naturally.
gonna be like, yeah, 5 more minutes. All right, so you all get up, you pack up, and get everything ready, and you like eventually you see after you have everything ready, the brigade's kind of putting their tents down and packed up for the night.
I go over to help like Ragatha like put her tent down, and I just like very curtly, I'm like, "Y'all right?"
Ragatha just kind of looks at you, and she seems like the kind of person that like she doesn't like showing weakness. She doesn't like showing weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just kind of looks at you silently. Not really a nod or anything. You just kind of silent understanding. And
Okay.
you just continue on like taking down the tent.
I'm actually going to cast a different spell right now.
Oh, not the
Yeah.
prepared one?
Not the prepared one.
Okay.
I think
that means you'll have to re-prepare it.
never mind. I don't have that one prepared.
Oh.
Yep. So
I mean, you can choose to have it prepared. I don't know. It's just weird that I guess you're trying to go the full wizard experience.
Yeah.
Preparing spells.
Well,
that really weirded me out. I was like,
I've
hey,
been
you don't have to.
I've been preparing them ever since I got like, a dozen spells that are all a little bit overpowered.
Yeah, that's fair. You got me there. But yeah. So you help her take the tent down as you guys finish up, or literally just as you finish up. The person that Bellis is talking to, obviously the new person, will walk around and start handing people slips of paper, and he goes over and hands you guys this as well. And he's kind of brisk about it and quick. And so after he finishes, he says to the whole group, "Okay, so these papers will be official tickets to get you into the club. Now, because of how stringent the army is right now, with sending so many military people as well, they actually do a secondary check at the rail station with individual names known. But after that, once it's on the road, they only check for tickets. So you need to find a way to hop on the train as it's leaving the station without being noticed. Luckily, there should be a break point after the train has left the station, but before it picks up to full speed. And and he points to like a shortcut path. And he's like, these shortcut paths should take you to the clearing where that happens. Make sure that the conductor doesn't see you at the front of the train. But once it passes, just hop onto any cart and just nonchalantly go in. Like try to blend into the crowd. You should be good given your adventurers.
Sounds like a plan.
And also, if they ask, remember that you were all you have to say is that you were hired to head towards Shandor. You're basically mercenaries hired for escort of the goods. They may have names written down, but they won't check it inside. And also, if you get caught, I didn't give you these tickets.
Who are you?
Exactly. And he turns back to Bellis, and he just goes, "You and Sal owe me one on this." And she's like, yeah, I'm sure Sal will treat you to a pint. And he just goes, "No, I mean you owe me one on this." And she's like, "Oh." It's fine. Yeah, sure. Whatever. You'll get one next week. He just goes, better. Alright, take it easy. Don't get killed. And he head back. He starts like walking or jogging back towards the city. And so
I
it
hate to
appears
say it, but I got a bad feeling about this.
It's train heist time.